So we do have like nothing worth getting, just like a rotten fish and stuff usually. Nothing good in those. If you get locked into a cell here, because this is also where you would be imprisoned, then down below down there is the back entrance into this cell up at the top.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Okay, and then I'm gonna get in the way.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You, move!
So we've got some persuasion here. Obviously, we're gonna get like +3 from charisma, +2 from proficiency. Let's see. No, shoot me. Should be easy, right? I'm gonna go with the bottom option. We don't get guidance because, oh my god, a natural 1. I should be able to re-roll that, I think. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of inspiration. Let's try that again. 7 should be good enough.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Still has a story to tell.
Gods, you're exhausting. Fine, then.
It's alright, Arca. Let's go.
So Shadowheart and Karlach approved, Will disapproved, which is funny because he's going to be the one picking this lock. Didn't get to use guidance because the rest of the group hadn't caught up yet, but as you saw, it was like immediately into this conversation as soon as we got over that ledge. So I didn't really have much of a choice. We're going to go ahead now. Can I talk to... Do I need to talk to this thing more?
Didn't expect to see a drow in here. Did the boss lady send you to rescue me?
Let's go with a little deception here. Still don't have Shadowheart over here, so I should have brought her over before I started the conversation. 15's plenty, though.
Yeah! Take me back to the tribe, and we'll tell the boss all about this pretty little place, so she can burn it to the ground. We'll be heroes, blessed by Priestess Gut, in the name of the Absolute. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Alright, so we're going to be freeing this, but, you know, not everybody in the group likes it. Obviously, Will's still not a big fan. Let's go ahead and have him sneak. I don't think it'll make a difference, but we'll do it. Finally, Shadowheart got over here, so guidance is an option again. Not that it was necessary at all. Rolling a nice old 28.
Still alive, so that's progress.
So you do get XP for this, and that's the main reason that I'm doing it.
I have something to ask.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word. Happily. Lead the way.
So Karlach even disapproves of that one. And that's just because you're essentially breaking someone out of prison. That is a negative impact on this place. But it's still totally worth doing. And so this is why that combat would have been difficult. Otherwise, is if you do that combat coming from this path, you have to worry about those statues seeing you. More than that, you have to worry about the statues seeing the little freaking goblin. And the goblin is not good at being sneaky. The ambush is really difficult, and you're supposed to try and keep her alive. So I hate that whole encounter unless you do it this way. Because now we can just walk through here, all the statues are turned off, all the enemies are already dead, we've already saved the little druid, and we don't have to worry about any negative consequences of just walking through here. So, much, much easier way of dealing with that whole ordeal. Now, we did have one more thing where we were supposed to talk to Zevlor in the Grove that we could do, but you know what, I just don't even feel like it at the moment. So, because I want to get into some more combats. I'll probably do a Song of Rest, and then there's a couple of different places we could go to for big fights next, but I'm not sure which one I want to do next.
Thought I was never gonna get out of there. Good to be free again, gotta say.
Alright, so
I'll introduce you to
doesn't
my
really
whole
matter what
tribe.
you pick too
I've got
much.
a good word for you. See you at the camp.
Alright, so freed the goblin. That's done. Got a little bit of stuff we can pick up here or there. A little bit of gold, send it to camp. Add this to wares. There should be a scrap wood shield here as well, which we don't really need. Where'd it go? Gonna just add that to wares as well. We'll sell it. So, if we go straight across this bridge, there's a small town we could fight in. And that's an option. Or, if we go over this way, obviously we're going to see the individuals that I kind of roughed up earlier. Which is fine. I don't have any problem. I'm totally happy with my decision to kill these people here. You guys didn't have anything I missed, right? Yeah, okay. So there is an encounter... Was there still acid there? What the heck? There is an encounter that we can do down here that is very difficult. And I'm kind of tempted to try it. Yeah. I'm going to try it. This is probably a really stupid idea. This is a very, very hard fight. And getting up a level up... Let's see how close I am to a level up, actually. Pretty far. I don't think I would get enough interaction from the town to level up first. I might, though. Oh, it's hard to say. Really, really hard to say. This is a rough one. Alright, we're going to leave this. I'm going to come back to this. This fight is much harder than the town. So I'm going to go do the town first and see how close I can get to a level up. Because there's a lot of stuff you can do in it. So let's head back up this way. All these vines and acid and stuff. Yep, I knew I'd get entangled. You either avoid the frickin' vines or you step into the acid. I hate it. There we go. And I'm entangled again. This is so frustrating. You can just burn these, and maybe I should have. But it's not like it does anything, any long-term damage. It's just kind of annoying. Alright, let's go ahead, start off. I want to do a Song of Rest because we're all a little meh. So we're all good and healthy again now. I'm going to reapply my Armor of Agathis. We've still got Hex usable, and we have the spell slot back. So as you can see with Will, he also has his spell slot back, which is good if necessary.
All right. What now?
Short rests give back spell slots for warlocks. Go ahead and just save here. You don't have to fight in this town, but it's been taken over by goblins, and I want to kill them, because I want XP. So there's quite a bit of combat we can get into.
Mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I don't need any of that. Broken loot, dagger, meh.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Send this to camp too. Got some potatoes. Should be good there. Now these are those adventurers that we saw before.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. You and me both. Gonna find the wizard who gave us the contract that got my people killed. Left out all the important bits, like beware, treasures beneath a pile of goblins. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. Have at it, if you think you can do better. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting.
Alright, and so with that, we have furthered our information on helping the other guys. Let's see, there's a few dead bodies here we're going to go ahead and check out. Got a scroll. Send it to camp. Send it to camp. I don't need the armor or the quarterstaff. These are useful for Will. Sometimes I just grab the gold, sometimes I send it to camp. I really should be sending it to camp. Same with like all the food and stuff. So sometimes I just don't think about it and shove it in my inventory. But it is absolutely best to send most of this stuff to camp so you don't encumber yourself unnecessarily. Which we do have multiple party members. Obviously more than one person can carry things, but I just like to have it all in camp if possible. Got some goblins here too. See, drawn in thick charcoal lines upon an animal skin, childlike portrait. It's wearing a simple crown. I don't know what the purpose of the goblin's drawing is. I'm just going to send it to camp. I've never found what it's actually good for other than just like selling it. Goblin scimitars look cool, but I'm not that interesting. Stats-wise, it's no different than a regular one. So if you want, you could set up your rogue with goblin scimitars instead, but it's just whatever. A little bit of loot we can grab up here. You want to be careful about going through these doors. You're either going to get into a dialogue or get ambushed by goblins. So so we got the perception there. I'm not even going to walk in, honestly. I want to sneak in, and like I said, I'm going to fight the goblins. So, set a camp. Which you don't have to. You can just come in here and totally be all dialogue and no fights, but where's the fun in that? I want XP. I want to get into fights.
So, Will with a what?
See, I just put that in my inventory. Oh, I'm going to do that with all these then, because it's not giving me the option to send it to Gale.
But
Bird nest. Don't need no rotten eggs.
Why? A great uncle's name, my
It looks
father
healthy,
said.
but it's
But
stone
I
dead.
just figured he couldn't spell.
It's got some meat off of the boar. I'm pretty sure you...
Dead boar.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers.
I don't think I'm very good at medicine, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that didn't really work. I'm not wasting a
The boar
reroll
seems
on
to be
that.
fresh, only a few hours dead. But you can't find any sign of a wound.
So, yeah, the boar's dead. There's conversation stuff you can do. It's more of an if you have a story in your group kind of thing. Which I don't, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I guess, so spoilers here if you want to skip past me talking about it. But this boar is one of the hints that Astarion is a vampire. So if you find this and he's in the party, it has a whole dialogue where he tries to, you know, cover up that he's the one that killed it. and it says that it looks like a vampire killed it because it's been drained of its blood. So there's all that, and I assume you probably could get some of that information from succeeding on that medicine check as well. More rotten eggs, don't need those. So now we're over in the general area where we found Scratch. And I don't need to be over here, but there are a few things just over this way. I've already gotten this honeycomb. Sweet. Okay, we'll send that to camp too. Over here is an area that you can use to sneak up into the camp. So I'm going to save before doing that.
Alright, time to skulk about.
Whole village has fallen to pieces. These goblins aren't exactly house-proud as occupiers go.
So we've got a bugbear. Is that what you are? Bugbear. Sleeping over there. No real threat of being caught, though.
Not too refined here.
I like your way of thinking.
I'm taking this stuff, not because I need it, but just because I want to. It'll all just end up in camp, sitting in my collection. Oh, didn't mean to sit. Okay. Good job with that. Like I said, we're going to be sneaky. You do have to be a little bit careful. There are a few individuals to watch out for. But it's pretty much all going to be the fun starting in one big fight very soon. Got a skeleton here. Want to grab that key, because that will come in handy. Gotta be careful about how far we spread our search of things here. But we can loot most of these crates without having to go anywhere. Shears. Trunk. Okay. So, the fun begins pretty much as soon as we start climbing this ladder. And I'm trying to decide whether I want to let any of my group stay split off down here. Let's just split up everybody for now.
I'd love to, thanks.
I would like to have Karlak go over here and pick up this barrel, because it's somewhat dangerous. I don't know if she'll be able to get there unseen. Okay, outside of line of sight here, I think that's fine. And then
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Shadowheart is our only real ranged fighter. Let's actually group some of these back up and have the primary group head up the ladder. I'm gonna leave Karlak down here. Let's get everybody up the ladder. Could start with a Hex, but I think it would start combat sooner than I want. So let's go Booming Blade right here. And now we're in a fight.
Violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Okay, so we've got everybody in initiative now. I want to get Karlak in the fight too, though. I can't rage yet, because I'm not in combat. Can I get through here without being seen? Looks like a yes, so that's actually really awesome. We want to get... Can I walk? Thank you. We want to get up this ladder. And we might get seen as soon as we get to the top. No? Okay. I'm gonna go for the Booyog first over here then. Alright, got everybody in the initiative now, which is totally fine. Let's go with a Dexterity Hex on this individual. We don't need to mess with the Hunter's Mark because we have our Hex back. And then we should be able to do Booming Blade plus apply Sneak Attack to it, but I don't know if that's going to work properly. We'll just have to see. Missed. Perfect. So obnoxious. I don't know. Sneak Attack should apply, but let's see. offhand melee. No, that's not what I want. Main hand attack. It's hard to make sure everything triggers the way that you want it to, but... Okay, we'll see what everybody's going to do. Ranged attacks aren't easily ignored with the Armor of Agathis, unfortunately. Got a miss there, which is lucky for us. I wanted to be right in this Booyog's face so it would have a harder time dealing with her. Okay. So I want to go Hex. We'll do Strengths, just so it's something different than Wills. Then we're going to go Booming Blade here. Nice, got that done finally. So that's one goblin down. I do want to Rage. Might not need it, but it'll come in handy if we're going to be doing a prolonged fight here. Especially since she's by herself over there. Don't run. It makes you die tired. Okay, I don't think I have any reason to be doing ranged attacks. I could, though, right? Like, we get a double attack here. Okay, let's go Luminous Arrow. And then I'll go Firebolt on top of that. Nice. So, completed that kill, which means we can get Shadowheart going. I want to actually engage a few more enemies if we can. Okay, we got Will here. We need to get down into this room. Lose HP from jumping down in there. Is that really? I just want to get down into the building. What if I like jump here somewhere? Path interrupted, you say? Let's move to this and loot this first, then. Now can you jump? Says it'll hurt. I want you to get down. Can you do that? There's like no way to get him down in a comfortable way. I'm just going to have to jump over here and take damage, because it's not going to let me do things in a convenient way. We're after that goblin right there. Concentration got broken on my Hex, so that sucks. Ray of Sickness missed, which is actually good. Let's go Reckless Attack. And Enrage. No, we don't want to do that. Let's push. Just shove this guy. I don't think I have the kick yet, right? Because I would have done that. Did that guy die? From that little shove? That's actually hilarious. We'll have to go back up there to loot that again, but whatever. I want to make as much progress over in this direction as I can, because like I said, I want to continue this one combat if I'm able to. Can I, like, Eldritch Blast this guy? I sure can. Let's just do that from here for now. That applied Hexblade's curse to him, which is interesting. I didn't think it would do that. The ladder's broken now. That's annoying. Let's just get you to come down over here if we can. Getting back up there is going to be a pain in the butt also, but that's fine.
Got to focus.
How far could I jump? There's a goblin I want to get engaged in this combat over there. Because he's by himself, but I want to fight him. If I jump, how far can I go? It's not gonna work, I don't think.
On my way.
I could dash, I suppose, right? Eh. We'll just start a second fight, probably. Got another luminous arrow. We have disadvantage because low ground, but I think that's fine. We're still dealing significant damage to this little guy. Go with just an Eldritch Blast here, I think.
I found my mark.
Okay, he missed, which is fine. Let's see if I can move over here and maybe get a little bit closer to that combat happening. Oh, he's not dead. He's just down. That's so bad. I didn't realize. Can I jump over there? I really want to get next to this guy. Yeah. So since we killed him, the other thing that he summoned went away. So that's good too. Got just a smidge more movement we'll use to get over there. Did he get into combat finally? I think he did, which is awesome if true, because that's what I was going for.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's go ahead, do a Dex Hex. I'm gonna try and finish this guy off real quick. Perfect. Okay, now we just got this one other individual left. No good spot, really. Let's just walk to here. I want to stay out of the fire. Yeah, that'll be good.
Concentrate.
I can't get over to that guy, though. This is so frustrating. Can I get up on these rocks? No. I'm gonna have to get her in the fire, and I just don't want that. Alright, well, we're gonna come over here first. Can I make it like here? I still stepped in the fire. I was really trying to avoid that, honestly, and it just was not working. But we can hit this guy now, at least. Missed on the second hit, which sucks, but that's okay. So with Will, we can dash. Cunning action dash. Get all the way up to this guy. Really need to figure out how to make everything work. Because it says I can sneak attack this guy, right? Oh, I don't have advantage on it. That's fine. Booming Blade's what I wanted anyway. I just want to do both. I want a Booming Blade and sneak attack, and it's sometimes hard to trigger.
Let's cut with fire, baby.
I can't get to him. Right? Can I jump? Can I jump over there? I can get pretty close. Oh, yeah.
Easy.
There we go. Alright, full combat is done. Took some significant damage, though. Like, everybody's hurt pretty bad.
I need healing.
We do have a little bit more fighting to do here. Would you guys stop doing stupid stuff? Let's get everybody in the group regrouped. We've got some really good stuff in this camp to get. Is there any kind of healing I want to do? I don't really think so. I don't have any spells left on Monahan. We're probably going to have to take a short rest. Just to wrap up any additional combat here, so... Which one of these short rests?
Freshened up and ready to fight.
Defender of the people.
Let's go ahead, reapply Armor of Agathis.
At least things have stayed interesting.
And that wasn't even a very difficult combat, in my opinion.
Faith protects me.
Heal herself up a little bit. Okay, now we're good. I want to go ahead and loot any remaining enemies that we had. and kill the last few guys that are still in this general area. A lot of these explosive barrels would have been used against us if we had not had the surprise attack on the enemies. Let's go ahead and get all them sent to camp. I think that's everything in here that mattered. We'll get the one that Karlak picked up. And so the main reason that I did the things that I did, the way that I did, was so that we wouldn't get exploded. Because, like I said, those are explosive barrels. They would have tried to use them in an ambush against us if we had allowed it. There are just a handful more goblins around here that we will be fighting. The next one that I fight is going to be the sleeping bugbear that we passed earlier. I'm trying to loot all these bodies too, though, because we got to deal with the fact that not all of them fell down. Yeah, like that. Can I get up there?